fun of working a Harley. Okay, now we have no gasket, so that shouldn't have any binding issues still. Bushing's coming out as I'm going on. Okay. That's solid. That's a solid hit there. Oh, that hurts. Alright. Nothing lines up. These studs are fighting me. So we're too far this way. This stud needs to come toward me. And it's a little on the low side also, so it needs to come up. And this one over here has got some issue too. It might need to go up a little bit also. And I think the tensioner in there is fighting me also. We got a lot of things fighting me. There's a lot of issues there. Oop, banging something here. And this thing here, I don't know if it's hitting or not. It might be. Okay, so first thing you gotta do is put a nut on that. It's gonna damage it. We need a nut on this one here too, so we don't have to damage it. Okay. The bending stuff is mass. Controlled light hits with mass. You get more control of what you're trying to do. Put the plates are in my way. Okay, so this one I'm going to come up a little bit with. Okay, this one here we want to go up at an angle. So you get a little whack. We don't know if that's enough whack until we try it. Okay, this bushing here is coming out of here. There, it's out. It's supposed to have a little more of a press fit on there than that. See, I'm not supposed to be put that in and out with my finger. So I'll have to put a new one of those in there, or at least Loctite that in. I can probably Loctite that one back in. Okay, let's see if this lines up better. The shift shaft is not in the right spot for it to just go in. So you have to pull it up a little bit to get it to go in. Okay. Well, that's a big location change. Okay, these old bolts look like they're pretty good now. We'll just put a couple bolts in here and see what we got here. They're not long enough to get in there yet. This one I can. Okay, that one looks too far back. Too far forward, I mean. I think it moved a bunch. Yeah, that stud moved a lot. It's a flexible. That stud moved a bunch. There's one flexible stud. That means it's not a very good quality stud. There it goes. You go back a little bit further. Shift shaft's almost going in the hole, but not quite. That's why I was pushing that bushing out before. It wasn't lined up very well. Okay, this one now is way off. Oh geez, we're not even close to where this thing belongs. Damn. That stud's way the hell off. So this is supposed to be in the center of the hole. Look where the hole's at. It's way forward. This one here is, we're having trouble getting onto it. See, it needs to be, the primer needs to go back and up a little bit. And same thing we're showing here, it needs to go back and up. So this stud is still way the hell off. Whack. Give it 2 legs. Okay. All right. So it lines up. Issues with the shaft. Ooh. Went on better that time. Okay, this still needs to go somewhere. Okay. a little better. Still needs to go that way. All the holes need to go that way. Everything needs to go that way. A little bit up also. So I don't know if you can see the direction of movement we need to go. You look inside every one of these holes. They all want to go the same direction. You can see how we're centered better here, but we still need to go up and that way a little bit. So about an angle about like this. Remember, I bent this one forward, so I'll probably bend it back. Alright. Yeah, usually these things aren't such a pain in the butt. Okay, so. Precision adjustments. Okay, that fill in the back, that's good. That's a good sign. In the front up here we got a problem with the chain tensioner. It's fighting with us. Okay, so the back of the primary went on the dowel right there where it's supposed to. This is starting to look pretty close. Our holes are not too far off. So those all look pretty good. We're not fighting that too bad. The problem right now is the tensioner is fighting us. But the dowel hole looks like it's lined up pretty close. It looks like it's right in there where it belongs. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is the tensioner is our problem. We're going to take a screwdriver, flat blade, lift up the tensioner and see if the cover will go in. So lift up, push in. It's definitely fighting. Tensioner. So I think everything else is pretty well lined up now. We're just fighting that tensioner big time. So my guess is we got way too much distance in here. So we are 1 1/8 inches deep. This is 1 3/8 inch long. It's 1 3/8 inches length here, so it needs to be right about here is where the thing should be at. This spring is just made totally wrong. So right now to make that work, you're going to have to compress this thing in 1/4 inch. And so all of these coils would have to compress. So that's going to take a lot of force to do. It will do it though. It'd be nice if you didn't have to do that. So this is our problem. So for now, I'm going to pull this out. Maybe. Let's see if our cover fits on here. Let's see if we got that part handled. Voila. Nice fit. Okay, so we got all the studs where they belong. They just fill right in there like it's supposed to. See? Goes right in and out, nice and easy. Right on the dowels. Okay, so that all works. Okay, so now our problem is this damn spring. The spring is made wrong. Alright, so this is going to have to compress completely down. You need to go 1/8 of an inch down per side to get this to fit correctly. So I don't know if we can make that do that. It's just made wrong. Okay, so we're going to have to see what I can do about that problem. Like I said, it's just made wrong. So if I crush this in a vise somehow, I don't know if it'll squeeze down enough to make a difference. These windings are too wide right here. It's not this distance here. I already fixed that problem. The problem is the width here on each side is a problem. It's going to be a major pain in the ass. Yeah, let's see if I can get my vise to do anything. I think a vise is going to work. I think it's going to be something more like this tool here. Problem with the vise is not made to do what we're trying to do with it. So I can't compress it evenly, so it's not going to work. Yeah. There, I got a hold of it that time. It does compress. See, that's the cover's going to have to do that. It's a lot of force. It's not going to stay there is our problem. It's going to spring right back out. Oh, what a shocker. Came right back out. Okay. What broke? My vise break? Probably just broke my vise. I'm not sure what broke. I don't know. It wasn't my vise. Something came off though. I'm definitely crunched them, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. Alright, let's go see what it looks like over here. I don't think it helped it any. I know it flew off my vise because something flew off. Okay. Yeah, I know it's not going to make any difference because that's too big right there. Yeah, this thing's just a piece of crap. I hate working on crap. It's a waste of time. What time it is. Supposed to be going home and uploading videos and eating dinner. Instead I'm down here working on a piece of crap for nothing because it's made wrong. Harley. Not Harley. That's the difference. See how they made it totally wrong? Everything's mirror imaged incorrectly. See how the spirals are going the wrong side? They made it wrong. Completely 100% wrong. Here's the original chain shoe. These are the original parts. eBay. Go to eBay and buy stuff. Not Taiwan Teddy. I don't know where the other ones are at. I got more. This is all my kicker stuff. Oh, rods. Alright. Okay, well the problem is this is made wrong. This is what's needed. This will never work. It's a piece of crap. So, I have to go on eBay. Find the correct one. There's the early change shoe. Where's my late shoes at? I don't know. I got them around here somewhere. So I got extras. I don't particularly like this version. I like the older one, so I have them somewhere. This just isn't here if I can find it. Okay, so this part here looks like they did a decent job on making it correct. So, see, all that looks pretty good. This part here, junk. This part here, good. Alright. So all you gotta do is go on the V-Twin website and see if they're still making this version, or they found out they were wrong and make the correct version. Because this is an old USA made kit. Just because it's made in USA does not mean it's good. Okay, so I'm going to take this one, put it in here correctly. See look how much holding power you got this way. A lot of holding power. Come on, get on there. Tension on it. Oh yeah. Oh, it's definitely got tension. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now the shoe is past the chain a little bit, just like it's supposed to be. I think we're still going to be on. We're going to still compress it a little bit. We have 1 3/16. 1 1/8 is where it contacts. That's a 1/16 more. We don't have a gasket. Gasket's usually about a 1/16. So right now that's going to be just about flush. For now, if you put it on without the gasket, it's going to be lightly compressing it going on. But it should go right on. Now what I'm doing, I'm wiggling on this is, in case you don't know, is down in there, there's a shift shaft. So you have to wiggle it here to get it to go in that hole right there, because it doesn't want to go in. So that's what you're doing. You're trying to get that one to start, and then the stud over here is next after that. Now if you force it, all you do is push the bushing out like that. Understood. Come on, this was all going together easier before. What the hell? It was on there. Stud's a little high or something, I'm not sure what right now. I'm fighting the stud. What's going right in and out? What happened? Go this way? There it goes. push the bushing back in, see? What happened here? Slightly low. Ah, there's the problem. That's what I'm fighting. Spring right here. I'm fighting that spring because that spring is stiff as hell. So that's what I'm on right now. That's why it doesn't want to go on that stud right there, because I got to force it up into it, make it work. That was the problem. Still looks okay. Fighting me a little bit, but it's on. Trying to see where the stud is, direction it wants to go. If I had to guess, I'd say it wants to go slightly further forward. See, it looks like it's really tight against the back of the hole, and there's a slight gap here. I think it wants to go forward. This stud here, you can see how it's hitting hard up on the top, not hitting down here at the bottom, so this needs to go down. That'd free that up a little bit. Yeah, so it needs to go at this angle. So this one needs to go slightly forward, this one needs to go slightly down. I'll probably take care of a lot of the issues right now, and fitment issues. It's hard to bend it when you're inside of a cover, but... Okay, see how it moves a little bit freer now? See how the cover's got clearance on that stud right now? Still high in the air though. This stud here I'm not sure about. So if I get off the dowels here, I can whack it a little bit and probably free it up slightly. Right there. Tension's definitely up in the front. Yeah, stud's clear now. Okay, now the stud has a gap around it. See, I pull the cover in flat. There's a gap around that stud now. So I have to pull the cover in flat. See, you can move the stud up and down a little bit with your fingers. See. Okay, so that's good. This stud down here, if I had to guess, like I said, it needs to go slightly forward. And that should probably take care of that one. Maybe down just slightly too, but definitely forward slightly. A lot of tension on that spring. A lot of tension. You see a little bit of aluminum transfer on the stud also. It's rubbing on the inside of that hole pretty good. This is pulled out a little bit. Let's see, socket on there. fits all the way. Alright, let's try it again. All down in here binding the tensioner assembly. I don't think that stud moved any at all on me. Definitely a lot of tension drag on that thing. We'll find the sweet spot yet. A little better. Yeah. Of course, tension's definitely fighting us a little bit, but yeah, it's in there. This is nice and free. The stud moves around here. Stud feels loose in the case now. So I think that's all good. Yeah, it's loose. So the stud is loose right now in the case here. See, it's flopping around all over the place. This one here is, this one's loose too. These things are all flopping all over the place. Okay, so what we need to do is take all this stuff off. Loctite on everything. And put it all back in there, let it sit overnight. Loctite it in. Okay, we are going to use our capillary Loctite. Jeez, stuff keeps gluing itself together.